Hey everyone, Mike here from Casually Convert, here with my student Brilliance. Brilliance, care to introduce yourself, man?
Hey everyone, how you guys doing? So my name is Freelance and I've been working with Mike for a while now and it's really been incredible. Looking forward to this one.
Absolutely. Good to have you here, man. So you have a fantastic skill set, right? Let's actually let you dive into that more. Your background on learning that skill set, how long have you been working with it and so on, and trying to sell it?
Yeah. So I've been a software engineer for 3+ years now. I actually learned how to code during the pandemic, June 2020. And ever since then, like I started my business. Most of it was based off of referrals. And that wasn't really sustainable for me. It was very unpredictable. So I always had problems with like predicting what my next month income would look like. And that led me to, look for other solutions outside of my referral network. And yeah, for the past 2, 3 years, I've been like struggling to figure that out until last year when I jumped on a consultation call with you. And then, yeah, from there, it kind of like took off from there.
Did you have an idea that building, because you're over 3,000 followers now, right? So and you're growing quickly, man. Did you have an idea back then that, okay, building a personal brand was probably the way to go, or were you looking at YouTube videos, things like that?
I was always on Twitter. I actually
Mhm.
had a different account. This is not my first account on Twitter. I've always been trying to grow, but I never understood the concept of building a brand. I never understood the concept because I was just strictly just working offline with my clients. I've always wanted to build a brand, a big brand, but I didn't understand the concept until like November last year.
So you had the skill set, but just couldn't really let it work and build
Yeah.
and get that audience. Makes
Yeah.
sense. Makes sense. I'm curious to know a little bit more about your background. You're from Nigeria. How were things growing up? What do you plan to do going forward in the future as well with the success that I know you're going to have?
Yeah. So being from Nigeria, it's like first of all, the system is like it's tuned in such a way that it's against you, right? But ever since I've been like 16, the 2017, I've always tried to, not think about the system and just focus on the work that I have to do because I know that there are people obviously who have made it out of here. And there's no way like I'm no different from them.
Mm.
So there are many ways which I could, make an impact on like making name for myself as well. So being from Nigeria, like obviously like it's also a blessing because then you can figure out things on your own and see like different ways to do things. For example, we don't have PayPal, like I can't receive directly from Nigerian account. So I had to find a way to do that and actually receive money. So yeah, it's a blessing and it's difficult, of course, but I wouldn't have it any other way of it.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, I've worked with people all over the world as well, and I've seen people in many different places succeed. I think it's a lot of people in particularly third world countries think that they can't make it because of that, but it's an excuse, isn't it? Because really anyone can. You hold yourself as a professional and you learn a skill and you put yourself out there. That's it. The country you're from does not matter, and that's what I love about you as well, man. You don't let that hold you back. It's motivation, if anything, right? So that's fantastic. But so you're a part of the Freelance Accelerator program, which I have. I'm curious, and again, I think I know the answer, but what made you join that and take that leap?
Yeah, so that's a very interesting question, and it was after we jumped on the call, the
Yeah.
$100 call, the famous $100 call.
Yeah.
Yeah, so after that, I was seeing your students, Osh, Shane, Drew, and I was seeing that they were doing like really good. I was always keeping tabs on them, and even Alex. So I always had it in mind. I was like, yo, if I once I stack up enough cash, I'm definitely going to join. Like it's a no-brainer. I paid like look at the way I thought about it. I paid $100 for a call and I got to 1,000 followers just from $100 and I signed a client for 1,500. So it makes there's no way in the world I would want to pay like the extra money just to, get more boost into my career.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, yeah, look, within the program as well, people's money is guaranteed. There's no way you can't make the investment back. There's just no way. If you put in enough work and you work hard, it's impossible to not make that investment back. So, no, I'm delighted with your success so far. And from there, it seems like you've frozen. I'm not sure, can you hear me still or not? Okay, you're back, I think. I think you froze for a
Yeah,
minute.
I lost my connection for a while.
All good, man. Okay, so what made you choose me over anyone else? Because there's a large market for, let's say, gurus, right? And helping different people and people selling their services and coaching and so on.
Yeah, the main reason, the one thing that stood out to me was your journey. You always talked about your journey from 0 to 13,000. I was seeing that repeatedly, like it was a constant theme I was seeing. I was like, damn, like this guy sells landing pages, right? And I know, I definitely know I can build landing pages. So it was just like, it was direct because you were selling the same service I was wanting to sell. So that was like, that's the logic behind it.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, the thing is, and it's fascinating because my brand has seemed to circle around people building landing pages, but I actually have coached so many people doing different things that have created their own success as well. So there's opportunity no matter what you do, but obviously landing pages is close to my heart, so it's an enjoyable thing for me to help people with as well. But yeah, so how has your experience been so far within the program? And the group calls and the supports and so on.
The first thing I would like to mention is the group calls are amazing. Like I look forward to the group calls every single week. That's the first thing. Like genuinely, that's the first thing I look forward to. And also the feedback, the way you structure the feedback that you give to us. And remember the client that I just onboarded
Yeah.
last week or 2 weeks ago, like the sequence, like everything you told me actually led up to me closing that client. So the personalized feedback is so key. Like I don't know how it would be without that, but those are the two main things that stand out to me: the feedback and the group calls that we have.
Yeah, and I know it's the freelance accelerator, it's kind of group aspect, but I still need to ensure that I'm keeping tabs on everyone and making sure everyone as an individual succeeds because look, we're all on different paths. We all have our own rates of getting to where we want to get to. Some people just want to get to 3K months. Some people like yourself want to blow past that and make much more, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I need to ensure that everyone has that kind of personalized approach and support system there. So I do my absolute best there. But yeah, so you mentioned that you closed the $1,500 deal. You closed another deal as well recently, right? 14.
Yeah.
So and you, bro, the wins channel. If I ever showed anyone that, it's like brilliant. It's booked call, booked call, booked call, this go, this go, this go. So your wins have been insane so far, but it's only the beginning. We need to start working on that as well and getting clients on retainer. I feel like doing up some sort of offer for that and make sure that you're getting that reoccurring revenue. So that's all. These are things that we'll be working on going forward together. But do you feel like you're equipped with more knowledge now than you were, say, 6 months ago?
A lot more knowledge, like knowledge I couldn't even think about 6 months ago. I have it now because, like I said, I struggled a lot with trying to get clients from my Twitter profile. And before that, I was actually cold emailing, and my stuff it wasn't as engaging as it could be. And also my ICP wasn't there, like in the cold email database that I had access to. So I have a lot more knowledge now how to create lead magnets, how to write my content, how to make my content more relatable and, put people in that ecosystem that makes them kind of align with what you're doing.
Yeah, these are all learning processes. It takes time, and people starting from the beginning as well, even with no skill set. It takes time to learn. It does. You need to focus down and you need to hone in on those skill sets. And there's a lot of different things. There's content creation, video creation, just the skill that you can sell as a service, right? There's a lot in creating your funnel, etc. It goes on and on. But
Yeah.
yeah, we have all the learnings in there for that. What are your future plans, man?
Yeah. I have one singular goal right now, and it's to get to $17,000 a month on a recurring basis. That's what I'm focused on right now.
And that's a particular number, and it's for a good
Yeah.
reason, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's fantastic. What could you tell anyone unsure about joining the program?
Let me find out how to word this. If you're not in the program, right? If you're not in Freelance Accelerator right now or Casually Convert, and you're a freelancer and you actually want to make money or you want to move out of where you are currently, there's no other place you should be. That's sincerely, like, there's no other place you should be. The community is amazing. Like, we see ourselves as like growing together. And the community is like a very, very important aspect of this because then when you see other people winning, you have the drive to do more. So the community is extremely engaging. I've not been in a community as engaging as this one. So that's exactly what you need in order to grow, because then when you see other people doing what you want to do, that synergy is very, very important. And then having a mentor to guide you, that's all you need.
Absolutely, I appreciate that. So brilliant. Thanks for being on here, man. I appreciate you. It's good talking to you, and looking forward to your future. We'll be working together for a long time, hopefully. Take care, man.
Yeah, take care.
Sweet.